Oh, hi. I'm Sammy. This is a story about my elf. I named him Alf with an A. He arrived here one year on the 1st of December. It's been a magical month, one to remember. He basically sits on a shelf all day, but while I'm asleep, he comes out to play.
By play, do you mean making a monster out of our tree? Or are you talking about the time he drew faces on our fruit that was meant for morning tea? Or when he gathered all your toys and played pin at Rudolph's nose? Or that time your cousin had a sleepover and he painted his toes? Or are you talking about the time he made a train track throughout the house with every single shoe? Or perhaps you're talking about the mess he's made here with his green popcorn poo.
I know! Isn't it great? I no longer try to stay up late. I go to bed before I'm yawning, because I can't wait to see what Alf is up to the next morning.
Well, yes, bedtime in December is a breeze this year. But what about tonight, dear? Your elf shelf's no longer here.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh, this is tragic. This is where I caused my elf to lose magic. You see, I had a tough day. My friends are playing a game I don't like to play. It's where you run and you get touched on the shoulder. I find it hard as I'm getting slower as I get older. I don't like being touched. But they wouldn't listen to me, so I just sat down, alone, under a tree.
When Sammy got home, she was still feeling flat. She threw down her bag and, well, hung up her hat.
I feel fidgety and midgy-bidgety. I just made that word up. I didn't know how I was feeling.
So she just lay there and, well, looked at the ceiling.
I could feel Alf staring at me from his comfortable shelf. I'm thinking, he must be bored all by himself. I know what you're thinking. I'm not meant to touch Alf. He'll lose his magic. But I just want to play. I'm sick of feeling alone all day. I look over as I lay on the floor, and there's nothing more than Alf and his broken shelf. I'm sorry, Mum. I just wanted to have some fun.
Let me get this right. Before you go to bed tonight, you came home upset that your friends wouldn't listen. You didn't want to be touched during the game. This sounds a little familiar. A little the same?
What are you saying, Mum? I just wanted to have some fun.
Remember this note that came with Alf.
Struth! I've arrived in one piece. Not a single scratch nor one crease. I'm here. I'm your elf, ready to sit and fancy up your shelf. I'll be here as long as you'll have me, but you must listen, and I mean carefully. You're not allowed to touch me. It could end tragically. I don't like it. I could lose my magic and stone the flamin' crows. It could end tragic. I could get the swiggles and lose my giggles and turn into a flamin' galah. But you're a good kid, Sammy. I know you are. Am I right? Just you wait and see what surprises I bring each night. I'll be here on your shelf every day until Christmas Eve, creating magic. So long as you believe. Oh, I need a name. A name. Any will do. Just steer away from names like Marilyn and Rue. Love your elf.
I named him Alf with an A. He sounds like that Australian guy from Home Eno. Oh, I see. I made a silly choice today. I touched Alf when he asked me not to, and that's not okay. Now his shelf is broken and he lies on the floor. I don't think of his magic anymore.
It's okay, Sammy. We can try and fix your rungs and wrinkles with some kitchen tongs and sprinkles.
How come I didn't listen to Alf? It's his body, not mine. I tell people that all the time. I guess I was caught up in play. I'm sorry I messed up Alf with an A. Good night.
I don't suppose you know anyone that can do magic. I'd really like to help Sammy with her elf's shelf. Who do I know that can fix shelves? Shelves. Elves! Santa's elves! They are the handiest of them all. I know. I'll give Mrs. Claus a call. Mrs. Claus. It's Jill. I'm after your elf's goodwill. You see, Sammy broke her elf's shelf and it's ended up all over the floor. And I'm worried Elf won't have his magic anymore. I was wondering if your elves could build a new
Shelf? Yes, we've heard of this before. Oh, so many elves laying covered in sprinkles on the floor. Now, Sammy does understand her elf does not like to be touched.
Oh yes, she understands that now so very much.
And she promises not to do it again. And is she sorry?
Oh yes, she's very sorry, so no need to worry.
All right, we'll get a shelf to you tonight. Don't worry, Jill. Everything will be all right. Attention, elves.
Yes, Mrs. Claus.
We need to stop playing and do some chores. Harry, if you could please clean up this mess and make some room. Thunder, if you could find the largest broom. Sprinkles, Betty, Sugar Plum, and Sweet. I need you up on your feet and find some tools. We've had another child break the rules. We need to build another shelf, and we need to do it quick. Trixie, I'm sorry. You'll have to stop practicing that trick. Please find some paint. Any color will do. And we need to have it complete by 7:22.
7:22? Lucky we filled a shelf or two.
Yes, Sammy will be in bed by that time. And it will be dark and time for Rudolph's nose to shine. Rudolph will deliver it with the help of Dash too. And then we can all get back to playing. That much I promise you.
What will I do? I don't know how to build a shelf. I have no clue. Wow, a brand new shelf? Please tell me that's for Sammy's elf. Thank you, Dash. You've been a delight. Goodbye. Have a safe flight.
Mom, Alf came back last night.
I told you it would be all right.
And look, here's a new shelf. Perfect for my little Alf.
He left a note for you, dear.
I forgive you for breaking my shelf, you flaming galah. You're a good kid, Sammy. I know you are. I know you're sorry, and I will continue the tip-top magic, no need to worry. As long as you keep your grubby mitts to yourself, I will always be your Alf with an A on the shelf.